Good morning. On the behalf of KK WAC, we extend a warm welcome to the entire team of KPIT Technology, Mr. Vishal Pillai, and also Mr. Anand Sarada. The objective of this today's expert session will be to make you aware about the KPIT Sparkle 2021, which is a seventh edition, and also the objective is to cultivate the mindset of innovation in the young engineers. On the behalf of KKWAC, we extend a warm welcome to entire the KPIT team and also the dear students of the KKWAC and also the students of various colleges of this Nasik region. Just to brief you about the KKWAC, dear students, the KKWAC started in the year 1984 with the four engineering branches. Today we are having around nine engineering branches along with the MBA as well as MCA with a total intake of around 1000 plus students. The institute is affiliated to University of Pune and is a most preferred college in this region. As far as the training and placement activities of the KKWAC is concerned, around 100 plus companies every year they do visit and give the students a good number of opportunities for getting placed. We also do the training activities to enhance the employability skills of the students and to make the students more and more industry ready. As a part of the motivating the young engineers for the innovation, today we are arranging this expert talk. Pleasure to introduce the speaker, Mr. Vishal Pillai. He is the program manager innovation at the KPIT Technologies Pune. He is having around 17 plus years of experience in the auto sector. He at the various companies like the Mahindra and Mahindra as well as the Bajaj companies. He is having a patent in the modular structure of manufacturing and he is having a passionate for the innovation for the mobility. On the behalf of KKWAC, sir, we extend you a warm welcome to this talk and I request to start your expert session. My humble advice to all the dear students, please explore this opportunity and be an innovator. That is very important. Innovation is important. Be an innovator. Thank you. And now I request Mr. Vishal Pillai to go ahead. Thank you, sir.
So thank you, sir. Thank you, Pramod sir, for introducing me. And I'd like to say a warm welcome to all the students who have joined in today. So this is a session basically to make you aware of KPIT Sparkle, how it can be a second, you may say, an opportunity to alternative career option. So how does Sparkle help you in that? That is one point that we want to make today. And I would like to start my presentation. Basically, if I see converting a challenge to an opportunity is the core thing that we do at KPIT Sparkle. Basically, if you look at any problem, a problem is something like a wall. And basically, what we see that students, be it students or anyone, we try to actually negotiate the wall, whereas the problem has to be conquered. We try to go around it, and that is the reason why we feel that there is a lot of scope in the area of entrepreneurship and innovation, where there are real problems available in the market, technology problems which can be solved and be made into an IP. So how is KPIT Sparkle a alternate career option is what we are going to discuss today. So who should participate? Basically, people who are seriously looking at starting a business after studies or during studies should participate in this. All valid students from bachelor level to PhD are eligible. All branches of science, engineering, design, and management are eligible. Who should? And the next question which comes to mind is, why should one participate? First important takeaway for the participants are to learn through implementation of specific business problems and business solutions. the art of entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is something which is not taught in any of these sciences. Basically, if you look at in any of the above branches, the entrepreneurship as a subject is not taught. But whereas the right thing to do after doing an engineering, or right thing to do after a science degree, right thing to do after a design degree or a management thing, is actually look into entrepreneurship as an alternate career option. If you look at today's scenario right now, you'll find that there are very less scope, basically, where jobs are coming into market. You look at what should one do. There are so many people out in the market who are looking out for jobs. How will you differentiate yourself, and why do you actually are dependent on anyone to give you job, when you yourself can make your job, make your own company through it? Now the second reason why we say is that we should we everyone should know about customer discovery and a scientific way to solve problems. This is the second takeaway that KPIT Sparkle gives. And to get connected with the top incubation network in India and win awards more than 20 lakhs, basically. I'm glad to say that it is a CSR initiative of KPIT Technology Innovation in 2020. So, what are the specifics expectation from an idea? I'll just come to the point, which is the most important point. So, we are saying it should have an innovation, it should have a disruption or an invention as the core of the idea. Now, what is the core requirement? If I say what is innovation, basically innovation is somewhere where new imaginations in the form of a device or methods are being brought into the market. Innovation is often also viewed as an application of better solutions that meet new requirements, unarticulated needs, or existing market needs. So, what is disruption? Definitely, I will give you some of the examples of innovation so that you are able to understand each of these words in the context of what this platform means. So now disruption is basically creating a new market and a value network, and eventually disrupting an old market. This also is something which is very important, and you can actually, I'll give you some examples of disruption. Invention is where something unique or novel is being made. It's a device, it's a method, it's a composition or a process. These are inventions. The invention process is within an overall engineering and product development process. It may be an improvement upon a machine or a product or a new process for creating an object or a result. Now, how does all these things fit into what KPIT Sparkle is? If you look at what KPIT Sparkle has done till now, it has 50 plus patents filed through KPIT Sparkle and can still counting. We are actually of people, of students, then going to actually take the next step of entrepreneurship. Now, what are these products? I'll just give you a glimpse of what these products were. TAN90 was a portable cold storage device, which basically was kind of you may say a product made by a team of students who actually were trying to solve a problem, a customer who is the farmer. Basically, if you look at farming, farmer require these cold storage trucks to transfer their produce to the main cold storage location, the warehouse. So during this transportation, they have to bear the charges of this big truck, and there exactly is a product which can reduce it. So if you take a cost analysis of what a refrigerated truck would cost for taking goods from one place to other, and a normal truck would cost from taking good from one place to other, you'll find that the normal truck is much more cheaper in taking the goods. But the problem is, for small farmers, they still have to take take the bigger refrigerated truck. There, this kind of a small portable device, a cold storage system, will actually help them to only take this as rental, and they can use any mode of transport. Basically, not just a truck. They can even use a small tempo if their produce is less. So this is what the idea is. Basically, if you look at it, there is invention plus disruption in this, because the disruption is where the original the method of distribution has been disrupted. Invention is where they have actually found a gel, a material which is a two-phase material. If you go deeper into understanding it, it is basically a gel which is there, which is also seen in the fridge. If you look at in the fridge, cold storage fridge, you'll find that those thermal batteries are there. Basically, those are thermal batteries which solidifies when you cool them, and then they actually take the heat little by little of the substance which is being put inside, and they get hot. And basically, this new material has been patented by this team. So that is why there is invention plus disruption in this thing. If you look at bioelectric toilet, which was actually you may say a product which it's not just a product, it is basically using waste and then converting it into energy, is something which very well goes with Swachh Bharat initiative, which is implemented throughout, and it has a scalability over here. So here there is innovation people thing which is told directly. They try to take this, they try to take the electricity from either from you may say by using lamps, or where the poles are not yet reached. There they are actually being able to take electricity by some kind of solar equipment. So that is the two ways that way they light up their homes. But this is one thing which can be scaled up, and this can be looked into a alternate way of generation of electricity. Oleo is something innovative. They have created a sponge which can actually recover the oil spill from seas. So whenever oil is being transported from one continent to other, there is some spillage which is happening, and that spillage can be taken care of by using this product, which is a sponge. Basically, there is an invention over here, because this sponge will only absorb oil. It doesn't absorb water. So there is a method which has been invented by this team. They have actually created a nano material out of touch me not plant. So basically, this nano material is helping solution to actually get the oil instead of getting water into the sponge. So basically, this is the way. There is an invention, there is a process. And here, if you look at driverless tractor, this guy actually was famous in History Channel. So we took that same photo from the History Channel and put it over here. This guy is now working in collaboration with Mahindra and Mahindra. Now look at it. He is not yet an engineer. The main important part over here in this case study is that this guy is not an engineer. He's doing his BSc in computers and electronics, basically, and he has not completed it. And that too, he has started doing it after the government has insisted that people like him should be educated before they start with entrepreneurship. So look at the kind of resources available. If you look at these are some of our success stories, and we have a very good incubation network which supports you. So this is basically our you may say our input to the students, that it is not necessary that you have to have a lot of experience to actually get into entrepreneurship. You still can get into entrepreneurship, because these are all student teams. They have been doing it actually. Now what is the goal? The goal is unlocking the true potential of Indian IPR and talent to solve India's problems. Now with that, what we do is we come to the theme of for mobility and energy for the future has been the resonating theme since 2015. And if you look at these tracks on the left, look at it, you don't need to write down anything, because this is available on our website as a PDF. You can download it. You will come to know what is written over here. But if you look at electric vehicles, there is a huge market for new motor design, new control techniques. Look at the controllers which are available. They are all Chinese controllers. So look at it as a market. It can actually be disruptive if you come up with a good controller. Electric motor efficiency improvement, efficient thermal management techniques for EV components like batteries, motors for 2 and 3 wheelers as well as 4 wheelers. So these are the electric vehicles, you may say, the areas where new things can be looked into. Hybrid electric is again something like a supervisory control for HEV. You need to just look into, these are just pointers, okay? Don't look at the right table is just pointers to help you understand what all opportunities are there. So if you look at hydrogen fuel cell for automotive, integration of fuel cell stack in a vehicle. So this has never been done till now. Where we if we can come up with something like this, it would mean a big push for the automotive sector. Alternate to Nafion membrane is another a component level fuel cell requirement. If you are able to reduce the cost of the Nafion membrane, that is, or you are able to find out alternatives, it's the best thing. Thermal management of fuel cells still remains one of the reason why it is not being used directly. Because of thermal management, the Nafion membrane gets degraded fast if the thermal management is not good enough. And that is the reason why we are not yet seen a vehicle which is fully working on fuel cell, on hydrogen, basically. So if you look at charging infrastructure, a huge market. No one has actually started to build it from zero over here. If you look at in India, there are people who are trying to make it, but there is equal opportunity over here. So there are some standards which are written over here. You can actually go into it, them detailed view of what that means. Machine learning and artificial intelligence for automotive, machine learning based diagnostics. So diagnostics is a big area, basically, where automotive can actually be, you may say, help. And there are a lot of things like vehicle parking detection, traffic rule violation, etc., etc. So if you look at telematics for 2 and 4 wheelers, again a huge market. In-car recognition, in-car speech recognition, basically like bike navigation systems, telematics for vehicle, goods and transport taxis. Basically, you can actually go on and on. There are many pointers which are there for telematics. Road vehicle, passenger vehicle safety and shared mobility. You know about shared mobility. They are getting a big hit right now due to the COVID situation. So basically, if there are some way you are able to make a better business proposal for this kind of a shared mobility thing, it could be a game changer again. Post COVID-19 solution. This is one new thing that we have introduced. Basically, we are looking at sanitization solutions in which there should be new materials which you have to look into. New materials for everything, basically for self-sanitizing materials, for looking into different techniques of improving the air quality. If there is a virus load in the air itself that you're breathing, how can you disintegrate the virus which is there in the air? So how do you do that? So all these things are basically you may say opportunities. In energy, so the next thing is basically in energy. If you look at energy storage technologies, there are novel, low cost, earth abundant electrode materials for battery, which needs to be looked into. We are not actually a lithium reserve, as we don't have a reserve in India. So we have to actually, if you look at it, even if someone is making a lithium ion battery in India, they are importing the material from most probably China. Look into it: novel electrode architecture, electrolytes, hydrogen storage challenges, basically solid state batteries. These are the many opportunities which are available in tech field. Basically, if you are able to tap into these areas, you are a winner. Energy generation technologies, I would say hydrogen gas production and collection by using techniques related to biofuels, from improvement in hydrogen generation using electrolysis, high efficiency power generation. So look at why we need hydrogen. Can we do the same thing in some using something like biogas? Biogas plants are everywhere in the villages. Can we start, you may say, a cell, a solid cell, basically, which can solid oxide fuel cell, which can basically use the this is a novel thing. If you are able to do it, crack it. If they can use biogas instead of going for hydrogen, it is something that we will actually be used by many people, and there is a huge scale. So renewable energy solutions, we look at what these things are: new materials in photovoltaics. If you look at solar photovoltaics, you'll find that these cells are coming from outside India. They are being assembled in India. So from assembly, how do we go towards manufacturing it? If you read deep into what solar photovoltaics are in right now, what new is happening is basically perovskites. You'll find that perovskites is one such area which is untapped and which can be printed basically on any kind of a material. So this is one area in solar photovoltaics, which, if you feel this is a area this can be taken up, it's good. Compressed air solutions and solid oxide fuel cells. Solid oxide fuel cells, I'll just give an example. You can go to go to Google and just Google in Bloom Energy. Bloom Energy is one such company which is using natural gas and this solid oxide fuel cell. You'll find that this similar thing can be used with our technology of biogas. So basically, just look into this. These are the research areas. If found good, and if you are having at least, say, some kind of a result, you can actually be a winner over here. So that is the way. Sensors, actuators for automotive, nanomaterials, biomaterials for sensors, actuators, sensor fusion. All these are areas which are actually related to energy. So all these, whatever I have been telling you, they are just directions. You don't need to stick to that. You can come up with something very drastically different, and that is more important. Basically, if I say, that's more important to to come up with ideas which actually will be able to be a new idea from scratch. That would be something exciting. So how do we, so if I just go to the next slide, it is mainly about idea submission process. And I do want to tell you that the idea submission process has changed from last year. So registration and completion of profile data of all individuals of the team need to be done. Everyone needs to register. Team leader selects the category and starts the idea submission. Start filling the MCQ, is multiple choice questions at respective TRL levels. TRL is something which is technology readiness levels. These are ranging from 1 to 9, and these have been taken from the space, basically the space industry. If you look at it, they work on the TRL levels, and basically this can be applied to any industry. It is much more easy to, so the questions are very easy. You can actually go from TRL level 1 to TRL level 4. We at least expect you to know who your customer is. That is the reason why TRL level 1 to TRL level 4 is very important. Divide the team into technology and business. That is very important. You need to have a team of 5 members, divide them. They should be from different areas, should not be from the same branch, because the kind of kind of solutions that you're going to come up with require different expertise or in different areas. So that is the reason. Divide the team into technology and business. Business team collects the voice of customer, clears the unique value proposition. This is again a new thing which people who come into Sparkle, they are getting familiar with. The unique value proposition is very important for a customer, for a team to basically understand the who is the customer. So technical team finds a technical contradiction to solve the problem and also finds an inventive solution. So now this term technical contradiction to solve the problem is taught to through TRIZ, which is again a part of the system. Once you get into the system, you will be knowing on all these terminologies and basically what and how these forms are filled. So these are very simple. If I tell you there are only 40 ways how a human mind actually thinks, this is the principle is TRIZ basically, and and your principle is basically to ideate, is to find the technical contradiction. So you remember the wall which was there. There were people who were taking en route, and there was one such arrow which actually was jumping the wall. So that is where the technical contradiction is getting solved. Basically, the problem itself is getting solved. There is no such en route that is being taken. There are no you may say en routes taken by the team. So when you look into deeper into TRIZ, you'll find out what this technical contradiction means. We also are asking for simulation results for submission up to top 100. So why this top 100 is important? It is important because we provide technical guidance to the top 100 teams. It is very important for your team to reach this top 100, because once you are in this top 100 list, basically our team sees to it that each one in the top 100 is groomed by a industry mentor and a mentor from the startup space. So basically both the ways you are getting, one is about the business part, one is about the technical part. You get actually so your project actually gets the information, the experience of people who would actually be guiding you to get to the next level. Lean canvas is again an important part, a canvas which basically uh, tells you about what how your business plan is. This is a one-page business plan. You don't need to make hundreds of documents for explaining your business. This is to be explained in one PDF format in one page. So scale prototype for a photo or video of a full scale prototype. So this is very important for you to and you can actually look into the previous teams who have submitted the prototype videos on our resources tab. Basically go into resources, you'll find everything over there. uh, KPIT guides for the top 100 teams, and then the selection starts for top 30. Once you guys are in the top 30, basically you are selected for the final event, which allows you to be applying to more than 15 plus incubation centers. They will actually be ready for incubating your idea. You get support from the government through this. We are also supported by DST and NITI Aayog. So you need to also understand that this is one such initiative which is a CSR activity. There is nothing which KPIT wants from it. It is full support for the student community. And how does KPIT support? So the top 100 teams will be provided with industrial mentorship, individual connect with core team to provide technical support, connecting top 100 teams to incubation centers, webinars for teams reaching the top 100 in specific domains. So this is one area which is new. We are having industry people giving webinars for teams who are reaching in the top 100 in specific domains. So providing necessary tools and information for producing customer value proposition, lean canvas, and TRIZ for inventive problem solving. And of course, one more help that we do is that we we introduce you the technical readiness level, which should be a scientific way of measuring your progress if you are really progressing in your project. So this is one way of giving you a project management experience as well, of how you take the product to the next level. So these are the pointers which basically help you to actually guide and take your team to the next level. So with that, I would say that that is all the information that I had to give you in this small specified 30-minute slot which I have. But I would always say that you look out for communication from KPIT Sparkle team on chat mechanism, internally on portal, emails, SMSs, and attend the one-to-one calls for guidance and mentoring. We are calling each one of you who we feel that is important. And subscribe and follow our social media handles on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for information on all new webinars which are there. So very soon we'll have so whatever verticals or whatever areas we have specified in mobility and in energy, we would be having a lot of people talking on it, and you can actually be able to actually be able to see that.